Victrola 50, VV-50, number 69,999. 6999. As you can see, 6999 is mahogany. That's the mahogany case. This is actually solid mahogany here. Veneer on top. Well, on the bottom here. On the very top, that's veneer. But here is actually solid panels. Now, 6999 has a brand new spring in it. It has a perfectly rebuilt reproducer with springs and mica and all the gaskets front and rear. It's been tuned and is in top playing condition. Now, this one was manufactured in 1922. It has the second variation crank position, which is here instead of here, or the last one, which was here on the side. Let's play a record and see how 6999 plays. Spins right up, and mind you, it's 35 degrees out here right now, and it still spins up that nicely. That's what a new spring will do. And as always, use a new needle for each play of the record. Needles are cheap, records are irreplaceable. And this is the number 2 reproducer. There you have it. Always dispose of the old needle on a VV-50. Do not ever leave it in the reproducer because it can stab into the lid when you close it. Chuck it. Needles are not that expensive, only use them once. And that was the Rose of Picardy Waltz by the Troubadours. And there's a period correct record for these machines. Now, as you can see, this has the original VV-50 only handle. Notice it's very small, it's short. This is so when you're cranking it, your knuckles do not smack the table when you go around. A lot of people lose the cranks or break them. They put a crank in there from a Victor 4 or something like that, or Victor Victrola 4, I should say, the little tabletop. And it's too long, hits the tabletop, smacks things around. You got to hang the thing over the edge of the table. You don't want to do that. You'll notice that this has the wood and metal horn. It's half and half back here. This is all metal, but the back half of the case is wood. Now, I've been experimenting with this a little bit with some wood filler to fill little dings and such and scratches. The wood filler never actually fully dries, so it's completely reversible. If you want to pry it back out of there, leave the original ding there, that's perfectly fine. It comes right out. Because as usual, there's a ding here under the lid where the needle's been punching into it, and a little one here, normal stuff like that. Now, I do not refinish machines. What you see here is original to 1922. Hasn't been re-shellacked or gone over with anything other than just plain old furniture wax, nothing else. You'll notice it's got some alligator ring and stuff, and that's a hallmark of an original finish that's been on there for a very long time. I fix machines. I am not a proponent of original filth. I clean machines. I will take out the mouse turds and the grease, things like that that are going to impede performance and just degrade the machine as a whole. I wipe the dust off them, and yes, I rebuild the reproducers and I replace the springs. Because a phonograph that doesn't play, really, what use is it? You know, you want them to play. Records are available. They're easy to find. Needles are available. They're also easy to find and not expensive, as I mentioned before. So why not put new rubber gaskets and new mica diaphragm in the reproducer and make it play again? So easily make it play again like it did in the 1920s. Because I've heard some people say things about, oh, it has to stay all original. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. I try to keep machines as original as possible, which means I don't touch the finish. I leave that alone. Whenever possible, I want to leave the original felt on there. This felt is in pretty good shape. That is original, so I'm going to leave it alone. There's no reason, you know, it's got a little moth-eaten spots, but that's okay. That can stay that way. You know, I will clean it, disassemble. The whole motor's been disassembled. Everything cleaned. The little ball bearings popped out of the caps. Everything completely gone through and put back together. I don't touch the nickel. What you see is what it was. I don't mess with anything else. You know, I always put the original. Now, somebody replaced the 4 screws in the back there on the hinge, but they're okay. They're very close to the correct ones, and they're holding strong. So we're going to leave them alone. You don't want to mess with them unless you have to, because you start to weaken the wood and the threads tear out. Then you have to start messing around with that. No need to do that in this case. As you can see, it's a nice machine. I'll lower the lid. See the top. This up here is veneer. Veneer panel. You can see it, the spot here where it shows it's veneer. But with the VV-50, unlike most other Victrolas, this is all solid mahogany. That's a fairly expensive wood, even in the 1920s. In this case, it was red mahogany, but it's darkened somewhat with age. You know, it could be fumed mahogany, but I think it was originally a bit more of a red color. It's hard to tell. I mean, under the hood, it looks more red. Maybe not. Maybe more in the brown, but still mahogany. And the case is in solid condition, too, which is nice because for some reason, unlike with oak, mahogany seemed to have suffered a lot more from any kind of dampness. The wood would start to separate and swell and all of that. It hasn't happened here. It's in pretty good shape. And the back panel is not cracked. That's all good shape. But that's Victor Victrola 50, number 6999, the last machine made in the 60,000 block in 1922. 60,000 block of serial numbers. And there you have it.